Welcome back. Now, after this break, we're here with the second part of World Insight. As you know, traffic lights go from yellow to red. The same can be said for Thai politics. Last year, yellow shirt protesters stormed the Prime Minister's compound, forcing out a government Somchai Wansawat. Now, after a few months of relative calm, it's a turn of the red shirts. Demonstrators are surrounding the compound yet again. This time they demand the resignation of the new Prime Minister, Abhisit Wejjajiwa. Thai politics is becoming a grudge match. One side is led by deposed leader Thaksin Shinawatra and his red-shirted supporters. On the other side are many of Thaksin's vehement enemies among the middle and upper classes in their yellow shirts.
Bangkok's Brahman Line has always been a refuge for the heart and soul. And these days, more people come to pray as Thailand suffers the bite of the global economic crisis. It's estimated that so far 500,000 people have lost their jobs. A recent government-sponsored training event drew thousands hoping to get an edge in the job hunt. But some Thais aren't worried about employment. 47-year-old Pradid Punwang owns a souvenir shop. He now dedicates his time to shoring up support to former leader Thaksin Shinawatra.
The only one I care for and consider the most important person in my life after my mother and father is Prime Minister Thaksin.
Pradid wears the red of the pro-Thaksin camp. On Tuesday, the red shirts attacked a car carrying Prime Minister Abhisit Vejjajiwa. Abhisit was unhurt, but a window was smashed. The protesters say his government took office 4 months ago through illegal means, and they want new elections. On Wednesday, as many as 100,000 red shirts launched another protest, the latest in some 2 weeks. One target of their anger is Prem Talonsala, chief advisor to Thailand's king. Thaksin has accused him of playing an active role to oust him, an allegation the former army general denies. If it looks familiar, it's because the red shirts are employing the same people power methods as their rivals did last year. That was when yellow-shirted anti-Thaksin demonstrators besieged Parliament to block Somchai Wangsawat's government from delivering its policy address.
Thaksin's absence has not ended the political impasse between Bangkok's royalists and business elite, who accused Thaksin and his allies of corruption and abuse of power, and rural and urban poor who loved his policies. We can see still the polarizing influence the ex-premier has over the country years after he was ousted.
Thaksin isn't in Thailand, but he's ever present. Technology enables him to fire up the crowds. In February last year, when Thaksin returned from exile, he received a hero's welcome. Supporters greeted him with cheers and tears.
It's been over a year that I have waited for today. It's hard to speak when somebody we love returns.
Thaksin became popular because for the first time in Thai history, he campaigned on policies aimed at the rural majority and then delivered them. He earned massive admiration for schemes such as affordable healthcare. Can Thaksin be finally written off? Not easily.
Like him or not, Thaksin is a legend. From a CEO of a telecom company to a CEO of a country, from a business tycoon to a political tycoon, Thaksin has made history. He's made himself one of the richest men in the world, and during his 5-year tenure, he also led his country as the fastest-growing economy in Southeastern Asian countries. That gave rise to the term Thaksonomics, a combination of Thaksin and economics.
I'm aggressive. I work fast. I want to drive to the success. That's my style. Some people are mistaken that I'm dictator, but actually I'm pushing for the achievement of the policies.
Thaksin's CEO style of ruling has caused him trouble. In 2006, the leader was accused of disloyalty to the king and overthrown by a military coup. When he was in self-imposed exile, a Bangkok court convicted him on a charge of corruption during his premiership and sentenced him to 2 years in prison. After the ups and downs, Thaksin seems to have had enough.
I quit politics already. I'm quit politics already. So, no more. No more Prime Minister.
That's what he said when he returned to Thailand in early 2008. But Zhang Shuagong says the man has never quit, but simply moved on.
Thaksin openly said he will not return to the politics after the coup, but his influence has never disappeared. Thaksin was using his popularity to gain more political capital for his allies. By supporting the puppets, Thaksin still kept Thai politics within his control.
In the first post-coup polls, Samak Sandarev won the vote. The cooking enthusiast is one of Thaksin's closest allies. But a few months later, Samak was ousted when the court agreed with Thaksin's rivals that his hosting TV shows violated the constitution. Thaksin's brother-in-law then replaced Thaksin's best friend, but Somchai Wongsuwa's government immediately faced stronger protests. Somchai stepped down last December. But Thaksin always has a way to stay in the public. While in exile in the UK in 2007, Thaksin bought Manchester City Football Club for about $160 million. It's not just the money that made news. Football is big in Thailand.
The Thai football team is one of the best in Southeast Asia, though it may not be world famous. Football is very popular in Thailand. Thais even train elephants to play it. With the purpose of the British club, Thaksin drew the attention of all Thai football fans, supporters and opponents alike.
And last year, when Thaksin returned to Thailand ahead of a court hearing on fraud charges, he gave 15 young Thai football players a chance to train at his UK club.
We are living in the world of competition. Understanding the competition rules and respecting the rules to win some and lose some are the heart of every aspect of competitions.
Thaksin is a star player in the country, staging a political game. But while thousands of fans concentrate on what their own team wins, few care about what the country has lost. Months have passed since the yellow shirts shut the capital's airport and tourists fled the land of smiles. And there are likely to be few smiles in the coming months as the economic crisis pulls purse strings tighter all over the world. Several forecasts say the Thai economy is expected to shrink 2 to 3% this year. The political instability could delay implementation of the government's stimulus package. Perhaps the leaders need to reflect on Thailand's culture and tradition and what Buddhism says about coexisting in peace.
Well, here's more on that developing story because the Association of Southeast Asian Nations and the leaders of Japan, China and South Korea are all meeting this weekend in Thailand. Boosting the local economy is one of their major concerns, and the Thai government hopes to improve the economic climate, even though the political atmosphere isn't exactly helping. The country is in crisis because no single party seems able to get a grip. You're watching World Insight. Coming up next, our last commercial break, and when we return, what may just be the best job in the world.